Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. All right, good enough for me.
I tried to research this move of the Kryptonians. You Earthlings are disgusting. I made changes. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask? Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. Let these cool a bit before you barrel into them. I modified this Kryptonian thunderclap. Feedback is greatly appreciated.
Nora would love to give you a full critique on your attire. I suppose genetic tampering can only get you so far. Just you.
Let's consider the other side of the equation now. One should always try to begin with proven theory. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one.
Downtown!
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful.
My resources are dwindling.
Ah yes, I can see the variables much more clearly now. You might think wind would be less combustible, and yet... Force, heat, mass. Simple arithmetic, but effective.
Decent arm. Accuracy needs some work.
How is your locomotive potential at the moment? Even I make room for the more useful classics. I come bearing gifts in the form of your searing mutilation. Not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler and much smaller. Don't worry, I'll have this done in a language bleed through. A different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes.
Clear the splash zone.
A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes.
May have burned too bright.
I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. I modified this Kryptonian thunderclap. Feedback is greatly appreciated. You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
Hold on. My systems need some...
Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes. You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Always good to get out and move around. Not to worry, I spiced things up just for you, dear squad. I modified this Kryptonian thunderclap. Feedback is greatly appreciated. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks. Especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you. Not much variation here, but there is potential. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you? Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful.
Better restore my systems.
And yet you foolishly persist. For days on end. Mind-bendingly incomprehensible. A perfect opportunity to introduce a new element. This occurs naturally on your Earths. Who comes up with these? You might think wind would be less combustible. And yet...
Hold on. My systems need some adjustment.
I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now. Give these a moment. The end result may shock you. Your obdurate insistence on continued life is blood. Once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances.
Got the drop on him.
The chill down your spine is your impending doom. And this bludgeoning instrument. A little quick preparation first. You Earthlings have superstitions about... My projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to This data is beginning to give diminishing
Oh, boy. Oh, wow. I'm not really used to getting winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in jail?
I've adjusted the phasing array so they can choose the terms and conditions of their own suicide missions. Godspeed, Task Force X.
I ain't raising my expectations yet.
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.
This meant to be an handgun. I wouldn't be seen holding up a bodega with it.
I want those updated schematics on the Skull ship today.
Although this technology isn't technically peer-reviewed, I have every confidence in it. You're in good hands, Flash. My bedside manner may be lacking, but I make up for it in witty banter. Another test subject will prove invaluable for my research.